Good morning, students. I hope everyone is doing well. And now the discussion is on how to prepare for the competitive examinations like JEE Mains, JEE Advanced, MSET, KSET, or whatever it is, whatever may be the kind of the examination, how to prepare for it. That is the major discussion here we are going with in the next some videos. Majority of the parents frequently ask me why my son or daughter is not doing well in the competitive examinations even though his or her performance is better in board examinations. We have seen so many students with 90%, 95%, and majority of them are getting 98% also. In board examinations, they get good marks. But when you look at their performance in the competitive examination, their performance is not up to the mark. What is the reason behind it? That is the question posed by the parents. So for that, I want to give a solution for each and everyone. Now, if you look at first of all, what is the difference between a board examination and a competitive examination? This is what we need to discuss broadly. If you look at a board examination, you have choices option. If you do not know a particular question, as you have number of choices, you can leave it and jump into another question. So student, what happens is, if he doesn't know a particular question, he searches for a question which he knows. Thereby, that unknown question will be unknown forever. A unknown question will continue unknown forever in the case of a board examination. But in the case of a competitive examination, there are no choices at all. No choices available in any competitive examination. Suppose if you look at JEE Mains, 30 questions per subject. All the 30 questions you need to attempt. If you do not know even a single question, you have to leave it, that's it. So you cannot search for the known questions by leaving the unknown, and you do not get any marks for these unknown questions at all. That is the first difference. And the second one is, you can guess what are the important questions and what are the unimportant questions in the case of a board examination. But whereas in the case of a competitive examination, you cannot guess which is important and which is non-important. So thereby what happens is, students while preparing for the board examination, they go for 30 questions, 40 questions or 50 questions, they by heart them. And when they open the question paper during the exam time, they will find some questions out of the 40 or 50 questions, whatever they have studied, out of these 40 or 50 questions, they get some questions. Thereby they can attempt them. But in the case of a competitive examination, you cannot guess where from the question comes. That is the next important. And the third one is the most important. The board examinations will be conducted, suppose you are a 11th class student, year-wise you have the examination. Suppose if you are a 11th class student, you get questions from 11th class only. If you are a 12th class student, you get questions belonging to 12th class syllabus only. So the syllabus what you will study will reduce. Suppose student is writing 12th class examination, he doesn't think about 11th class syllabus at all. He studies only 12th class syllabus and appears for the examination. Suppose a student is in 11th class, he studies only 11th class syllabus. Thereby he has to concentrate only on 1 year syllabus. That is the next important point you have to note down. And here the syllabus is 2 years syllabus. So what happens in the case of a board examination, the student is preparing for 1 year syllabus, whereas for a competitive examination the syllabus is doubled. Number of questions will be almost reduced to half. If you are going for JEE advanced examination, in 2 year syllabus you have to attempt 18 questions or 20 questions per subject. So what happens is, you need to be perfect on each and every corner in the case of a competitive examination. Whereas if you go for selectively important questions, you can do well in the case of a board examination. And fourth one, you do not have questions which are linked with different concepts. You straight away get questions. No linked concepts in the case of board examination. You never get questions with number of concepts mixed and you are asked to write the answer for it. Straight away you get the question. Suppose you are going for intermediate examination, if you are an AP student, straight away they will ask, derive the expression for time of flight or derive the expression for maximum height reached. This is how you get questions in the case of the board examination. But whereas in the case of a competitive examination like JEE Main and JEE Advanced, many concepts are linked. Concepts are linked in the case of competitive examination. Suppose you have a question from complex numbers. This particular question from complex numbers may be linked with the geometry. You have a question from determinants. This may be linked with the integration and this may be linked with the differentiation also. That scenario doesn't have, you do not have such scenario in the case of a board examination. If you go for physics, heat may be linked with elasticity, heat may be linked with sound waves, optics may be linked with mechanics, electricity may be linked with mechanics in the case of a competitive examination, but such scenario you do not have in the board examination. Whereas in the case of chemistry, chemical bonding may be linked with organic chemistry or chemical bonding may be linked with inorganic chemistry. So what happens in the case of a competitive examination is, if you don't have grip on a particular chapter, as this is linked with so many other chapters. Suppose 2 chapters are mixed. You are not perfect in one chapter. You are perfect in another chapter. Even though you are perfect in one chapter, as this concept is mixed with another concept where you are not perfect, you are unable to solve in the case of a competitive examination. Whereas board examination, purely straight away you get the questions based on a particular concept. So majorly to speak about the difference between board examination and competitive examination, these are the main 4 differences, not options, sorry. These are the main 4 differences. That is why students can do better at board examinations and they are unable to do competitive examination. So for that reason, what I suggest is, if you want to do better in competitive examinations, first of all, be thorough on every concept. Don't neglect any concept. It may be a difficult chapter or it may be an easy chapter. Generally what students do is they skip the chapters which they feel to be difficult. When they do not get perfection on each and every concept, it is highly impossible to do better at competitive examinations. Next one is formulas. You need to recollect them as and when they require. You have to recall them. So grip over formulas, grip over concepts, these are essential for any student to do better at the competitive examination. If you look at the students who do better at competitive examinations, you can test them. You ask them any formula, immediately within seconds they reproduce. You ask them any concept, they immediately reproduce. Students who generally get around ranks below 100, below 1000, if you look at those people, those students, you ask them any concept in that entire 2-year syllabus of intermediate, immediately they reproduce it. They explain you what happens, what is the phenomena behind it. That is the secret of their success in competitive examinations. But whereas students who do better at board examinations, certainly they are better, no doubt in it. I am not making any comment against them. But they are perfect at certain areas and they are not doing perfect in the other areas. If they also get grip over the other areas where they are not perfect, they will also become the successful students in competitive examinations. For that, what I suggest you is, what I am now coming up with is, in any subject, you take a particular chapter. What I suggest is, this chapter, I divide this into subtopics. I divide every chapter into subtopics. Suppose you take one chapter, let us say by name kinematics, I tell you. This is the chapter name. This is the chapter name. This kinematics, I divide them into different subtopics. Let us say 15 subtopics are there. Student should study while preparing for the competitive examination in kinematics every subtopic. I give you the list of subtopics chapter wise. Chapter wise, I give you the list of subtopics. So check yourself whether you are perfect in each subtopic or not. If you are not perfect in a particular subtopic, then start studying that particular subtopic. Again, I divide these subtopics into different model problems. After getting grip over the concept of the subtopic, student should be thorough with a minimum number of models. Remember, these are not the maximum number of model problems. They are minimum number of model problems. Unless until you are perfect with these minimum number of model problems, you cannot go for higher levels. So again I repeat, you take a chapter name. I give you the list of subtopics present in it. And under the heading of each subtopic, I give you what are the minimum number of model problems that should be perfect with. You need to be perfect with. When you are perfect with these model problems, you can jump to any higher other levels. So my dear students, this is the exam plan I suggest you. From here afterwards, I present you chapter wise what are the subtopics present, and in every subtopic what are the minimum model problems that you are supposed to do, and again for that model problem to solve, what are the formulas you need to study. This is what I suggest for any student to do better at competitive examinations. Remember, students who are doing excellent at competitive examinations will do automatically better at board examinations. No need to worry about board examinations. But whereas students who are better in board examinations may or may not do better in competitive examinations. The reason is so simple. Students who exclusively concentrate on top ranks or better ranks in competitive examination, they are perfect in each subtopic. Any concept they can recollect, any concept they can recall. So, my dear students, I will present you the list of subtopics in every chapter, in every subject, maths, physics and chemistry, and the list of formulas also to do some minimum problems, some minimum model problems. Thereby, you can have a grip over each and every subject. So please utilize this opportunity. You please concentrate on each and every subject. From my next videos, I will present you topic wise, subject wise, the subtopics you need to be perfect with, and thereby try to utilize this opportunity. Thank you very much.